last met together, Jiffles, you and Sanzel were brought to the shrine, a building built specifically for the religious ritual side of the cult, in order to, like, a building specifically for them to perform their rituals in. You met up with Zerith and Hawkeye, and proceeded to brutally murder many people, and managed to save Hawkeye and one other unnamed individual from the fate of being sacrificed. There's currently one priest in your midst, although y'all all seem dead set on leaving him behind. And you left off with discussing how best to get out of the building. How would y'all like to continue?
Well,
I figured we were like all running away.
Yeah.
yeah.
We were about to turn and run away. Probably out, like, this door, whichever closest to us all.
As we make our way out, so we're just leaving the priest behind, and we're letting the other guy tag along with us?
Yeah, I offered to kill the priest, but you guys were kind of on that idea.
Alright. Well, in that case, before we head out, I'm going to turn to everybody, and I'm going to make an offer.
Mm-hmm.
I know of a set of sewers underneath the city of Trance, and they can take us to the edge. It might be our best way of getting out of here, unless if we want to go to one of the other districts and try to get to the Wildlands. No matter where we go, we're going to be seen as nothing but outcasts in the city. Not to mention that they're probably going to send people after us pretty quickly. So we should make a plan as soon as possible.
I don't know if
Well,
I've
from-
told all of you, but you, Jiffles and Sanzel, both of you would know that when he says the edge, it's meaning, like, well, the edge of the continent, the literal edge into the dip of darkness of the ocean. So
What's
he's
the plan when we
basically-
get to the edge?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jiffles?
What's the plan when we get to the edge?
We take a boat, and we hope. It's either that or we go to the Wildlands and we do the same thing. Either way, we're setting off into unknown territory. But it's far better than being here.
Do you know of a way to procure this boat, which you speak?
Actually, yeah. There's a pretty active underground drug ring in those sewers underneath the city. I have had a few altercations with their leader, a female drow named Ula. She might be able to help us out. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we have to do a few odd favors.
Have me a female. I'm on that plan. What say
Well, if we're
you?
trying to stay hidden, then probably the sewers is probably the best option.
So, sewers to the edge. Hopefully, to find boats and a drug. Not a bad way to spend your day. I'm in.
The stranger in your midst is going to perk up, and he's going to look to you, Zerith, because you're the one that has, appears to be the more leader of the group, I would say, at least in his eyes.
Yeah.
And he's going to look at you and say, what exactly is going to happen to us?
To put it bluntly, you've fallen into ownership of a tyrannical god. If you wish for your safety and to return home, I suggest you stick with us. We're currently trying to secure a way out of the city.
Which god do you speak of? Is it
The one true god, obviously. Asterix.
who?
That's what I said.
Hard eyebrow.
Good lord.
Like he's gonna look at you and start listing off his gods. What do you mean the one true god? There are many gods. Many people worship many different gods. Like mine, Euros, the god of light and love, and my wife back home. She worships Anir dearly. Many of our friends worship Lunos and Yaz.
I shoot a cocked eyebrow to Jiffles and Zerith, and I'm like, keep on listening. That'll make it seem more legit.
I'm gonna wave him off. Not.
Do you guys have a pamphlet? Like, am I supposed to write this down? Is there a test later? What's going on?
I actually do have some kind of literature of our gods. So where did I?
Or they don't understand.
He like kind of pats around really quick, like it's like
I
a
turn
little
to
small booklet with each god and like what they represent.
I turn to Jiffles. I'm like, oh my god, they don't understand sarcasm.
Oh, I do. I was just being kind of a smartass because I actually did have some literature.
Can
Wait,
your
I was a
gods make Jiffles fly?
I mean, I'm sure Brudos, if you went and talked to him, he might be able to do that for you.
I'm merely gonna look at Jiffles and say, "Beware of false dreams, Birdman."
I want to fly.
Don't get your dreams up, kid.
He's Hawkeye's gonna crouch down to Jiffles and say, "With Brudos, anything is possible."
Tell me of him. When we're not about to die, I suppose.
Right, later. I'll tell more later.
Regardless of the god you worship, I like to think we're on the relatively the same boat at the current moment. Let's get a move on. If we
Well,
want to make
that's-
it to the Undercity, what would it be called? What do they call the drug room down there? Do they have a name?
Yeah, they do. I have it down, but not in my notes. Hold on.
Well, then I'm just gonna say for the time being, if we want to make it to the drug ring, and if we want to make it out of the city, the sooner we get out of this tower, the better.
Here. Let's get the hell out of here.
They called themselves the Murder of Crows.
Oh God, okay.
Mm.
That's only
Wow.
slightly concerning.
Only slightly.
I'm gonna look to the
Especially since we have an actual bird person.
Hi.
Did the Azamar say what his name was?
No, y'all haven't asked.
I'm gonna look to
Yeah,
him
I
and be
don't know.
like, I'm sorry, go on, Sanzel.
I was like, I really don't care. It's like, all right, Tad, come over here. You're with us now. And I'm assuming the guy just looks behind him to see if I was talking to anyone else.
He'll do that, and then he'll kind of give you this look of just like, excuse me, did you just name me like a common hound?
I turn to Jiffles. I'm like, yeah, that's what I fucking did. What do you want me to say?
Don't
Yes,
lead me to the
yes,
Birdman.
yes, I
He
did
has
exactly.
wings. He can fly.
Hawkeye's gonna ask the Azamara, "What is your name?" I fellow surface dweller. I guess we're both in the same kind of minority here.
Yes, my name's Kly.
Kly, Hawkeye.
I'll shake your hand if you offer.
Yeah, we shake hands.
Can I just make the passing comment that you might be in the same minority, but we're on the same shit boat.
Boat full of shit.
Wise words, Jiffles. Shall we
Yes,
depart?
Birdman.
Are y'all departing?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
I just-
Where are we going?
Here's my
Just
big
remember,
question.
yeah.
and let me know if y'all are trying a different route to get out. But there's 3 ways that I can really think of y'all trying to get out of here. Stealthing your way out, persuading your way out, or deceiving your way out. If y'all have another idea, go for it. But discuss amongst yourselves, because those are the only 3 that I can really think of, you know, getting out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the group, and I'm gonna be like, so the question arises of how do we get out of here? I can masquerade as an overseer for probably a short while longer. If you'd all like to pretend to be my prisoner, I'm sure we can escape from this building relatively unharmed.
Sir, you are talking to an avid performer. I'm up for any role. What have you other to do? Are you
I'm gonna
actors?
smile. Oh, go on.
No, that was it.
I'm gonna smile and say, well, keep the singing up. It makes it believable.
Will do.
And then I'm gonna look towards Jiffles and Hawkeye. And
We can
basically,
jump.
That's pretty much what I was kind of thinking. We could probably just scrounge up some handcuffs and gags, I guess, to kind of
I've
simulate
tried.
everything else.
I have some rope on me. I'll make it relatively easy to get out of, just in case if things take a turn for the worse. And I'm going to use some of my that 50 feet of hempen rope that I have.
How high are we?
How high? I am 6'3".
I
No,
think
in the
it's a
tower.
How high are you?
No.
Wilson is
God.
pretty high.
That's a completely different question.
So this tower probably goes up at least 10 floors up, and I think Zerith would be the only one that knows if it goes down or not.
Does it?
I mean, y'all aren't down, so that's not.
Fair enough.
I'd say y'all are probably on the 7th floor. Like, y'all are pretty high. Because these rituals were pretty high importance.
Jiffles has an idea. Bad one. But an idea.
What's your idea, Birdman?
We go down a floor or 2, find a window, and jump.
You want to jump 5 stories down?
Yes.
I'm gonna look over to the Azamar. I'm gonna be like, how many people do you think you can carry?
I could probably carry the little one, but the rest of you are quite beyond my ability to carry.
I whispered to Hawkeye, when he says little one, is he talking about me or the actual bird?
I think he's talking about Jiffles.
I'm gonna whisper to Hawkeye, well, at least we have Sanzel covered.
Oh my gosh.
Just yeet the boy.
as wise and perceptive of an idea that is, and I look over to the 2 winged creatures.
It'll work.
For some of us, I think it may, but I more prefer to go down stairs.
I have a bracelet. It'll help.
A bracelet. What kind of bracelet?
Oh shit, what did I give you?
I did not expect that one.
I don't
It's
remember. Oh, that thing.
It has a phoenix on it. Helps me fall. Can't fly.
Helps you fall.
And others, I'm sure.
Hey,
It's an option.
It definitely is indeed that.
I
Kai.
legit forgot I gave you that item, and then I was like, what are you on about? And I went and read the description again, and I was like, oh, I did give you that, didn't I?
We can jump.
What is it? What is it? Is it a Circuit of the Phoenix Ruins?
What is this?
Y'all legit have an alternate way out. That involves no rolls.
I have another one. Could I cast Find Steed to summon a giant hawk?
Is that a thing? Like, I know that's a spell, but it's like...
Usually, so Find Steed usually takes the form of pretty much whatever you want, DM discretion. The basic animals are a warhorse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff. I've had a DM before allow me to summon a giant eagle. Would you allow me to do the same thing but a giant hawk?
See, it's complicated. So, yes, but nothing really flies down here. So I don't even know if your character would know what a giant hawk is.
Fair.
What about
fair.
a giant bat?
That would be more realistic. Because there
What
are
about-
things that fly. It's just not like birds.
What about a rock drake?
No. You are not climbing down the tower on a rock drake.
I have a +10 to acrobatics. I'm pretty sure I could climb down the tower if I wanted to.
What about
You,
what
but
about
I'm
these,
not,
what
I'm
about
not letting you legit spawn in a rock drake.
what about a guy with really long arms and he just flaps them really long? You know.
What if I just grab that the priest over there and use his body to like cushion the fall?
I feel like that's
Christ.
in an Austin Powers movie, and I'm trying to
Hold on,
remember
let me
which
just
one
calculate
exactly.
how much fall damage you can still take.
I was kidding.
So about the thing that cushions falls, Jiffles.
Ah,
What is it?
it's my bracelet. Has a phoenix on it.
Can I identify that? Like, can I cast like something? Not identify specifically, but like investigate it or anything to see
Sure.
what it does?
I mean, I'd say an Arcana check.
Oh, good. I have a +2 to that. 15.
Yeah, I'd say you would have heard of them. It is a pretty rare item. It is a circlet that you can either wear around like your wrist, or if like you could potentially wear it as an anklet. It gives you resistance to fire damage and a +2 to your spellcasting modifier. It also allows the wearer to slow their fall. In other words, it allows them to cast Featherfall.
Ooh.
Just the wearer, not the others.
No, it allows the wearer to cast Featherfall.
Yeah, you can cast it
Oh.
onto somebody else.
Oh,
I think.
Up to 5 people.
Oh. We just happened to be fine.
We're just gonna slowly descend.
You know what? I'm with the wise Jiffles on this one now. I actually kind of like this idea.
I nod in agreement. Yeah, it's a very valid idea. In fact, it's probably the better way to get out of here.
Hawkeye just kind of shrugs and just says, "All right, that's fine."
I go up to Jiffles and I wrap an arm around him. I'm like, wise decision, sir. We shall fall from the graces of the spire. Oh, sorry, you're very. Yeah, okay. Exit, please. Window, nearest window.
Yes.
Please.
Where is the nearest window?
You could see probably there's probably one window probably where I'm pointing on the map
Oh,
in
okay.
that direction. Like that's the one that's not a door.
Let's go for it.
Goodness.
I'm gonna
Service drawing.
like creak the doors open, the doors of the window, and look out at like how high up are you? You said you were 7 stories up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a pretty long fall.
Oh yeah, it's a long fall.
I'm just gonna do that like stereotypical gulp, and then look back to Jiffles and be like, "I trust you, Birdman."
2 thumbs up.
2 bird thumbs up. Wait, do birds even have? I don't care.
You just as he does that, you just see like that little bead of sweat and that little look of, oh god, what have I gotten myself into? Just come across Zerith's face.
Well, this could be a really short session if we all just fall to it.
Yeah, it could.
It's a dead.
Surface dweller. You seem like a brave sort of fellow. I nominate you to try it first.
Which one?
I don't
The
know.
one
You
with
all, look,
wings.
you all look alike to me. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sure. Him.
Well, Keely will perk up and be like, I mean, I suppose I can jump, but I mean, technically I can...
Well done.
You can fly, yes?
Yes, I can fly for a short
Good
time.
wings.
Good. Show us your magnificent flight ability.
He'll
Bang.
he'll take one look outside and be like, it's quite dark, but is there anything I would run into?
I don't
Question.
believe so.
Well, just don't turn 180 degrees, and I think you'll steer clear of the
I'm
big
gonna
tower.
look at him and I'm just going to say, it's a straight shot down. You shouldn't have to worry about anything coming into contact with you. And then I'm going to give him that little wolfish grin and be like, may your gods bless you.
He'll cast a smile your way. Are you saying that like in that stereotypical just like may your gods bless you, or are you
No,
saying
I'm saying it in we're both fucked. So hey, if the worst case scenario happens, we're gonna get to figure out who's right and who's wrong here.
Oh, okay, yeah, he'll cast you a smile and he's like, yours as well, I suppose.
I just shake my head and go like, she won't.
I like his I suppose. I'm like, alright.
Well, I mean,
I know, kid.
yeah, Zerith's god kind of, like all of your god technically, kind of just, kidnapped him and pulled him into the void that he didn't know existed. So, I feel like I suppose is quite mild. He will jump out the window and just zoom on down and into the depths of darkness.
It's a shame. I liked him.
Yeet. Oh my gosh, I can't. So he's gone. You don't hear anything of you don't hear death sounds. Basically.
I think you made it okay. Flunk.
You hear that? You hear that
Sorry.
stereotypical like throwing a coin down into a black hole, and you just hear the. Tink.
It sounds like a long fall.
Are we all ready?
I suppose so.
Who would like to go first?
Oh, well. Way to go, Service Dweller. I appreciate your courage.
Yeah, I was going to go first, make sure the other guys are right, at least.
Wise words.
Do
Good luck,
the thing,
man.
surface dweller.
Well, someone's got to cast a spell on me first, then I'll
No, I think you're fine.
Hawkeye's just gonna look at him and just be like,
I cast it on him.
he's just gonna slowly walk backwards, give a nice little smile, yeah, and just kind of slowly descend and flip off Sanzel. Just really.
Beginning to like him. Hope he doesn't die on the way down.
Yeah, let's hope
Hey,
none of the
guys,
archers
I don't think it's
are
working. I don't think it's working.
It's working! Trust Jiffles!
I shall remember you in song. I haven't thought of it yet. Alright, I guess I'll go next. Just because I want to get out of here.
Jiffles does another thumbs up and cast it on you.
I return his thumbs up. Thank you, bird person. You are truly the wisest of us all here.
You're
I should-
wildly lying.
I should have looked over at Zerith and like, oh.
No.
I just like doing everyone shit. And I like, has he cast it on me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll gingerly like stepping out into testing the waters of a pool. I'll slowly descend. Oh god. Oh, this is alright.
I'm gonna come up to Jiffles, and I'm gonna look down to him, and I'm gonna say, "You'll be right behind me, right, Birdman?"
Of course, Elfman.
he chuckles at you and he goes, "I think we're going to get along just fine." And
Another
then
thumbs up.
he doesn't know that gesture, but he's just gonna smile and I'm gonna like ruffle the feathers on your head for just yeeting myself out the window. For those of you looking up at Zerith, you see nothing but like the sheer look of raw panic on his face as he comes down. All composure he's ever had is gone.
I'm gonna. You're doing great.
You see that
Did he
like
jump?
you see that little bit of blush come across his face.
Oh my.
You can't.
Um,
I can't unsee the fact that y'all, for all intents and purposes, are jumping down this building with open windows, mind you, on the sides, and are just yelling to each other. Like, is this what's supposed to happen? I don't know!
trust Jiffles!
You're doing a good job! What? Yeah. Meanwhile, like, priests and stuff must be sticking their heads out of the windows being like, what the fuck?
It's like that one thing from I think it was Spider-Man Homecoming, where like Stan Lee sticks his head out the window and it's just like, "You be quiet."
And he's like, "How's your mom?"
If I come across any like priest, I'm gonna give him like a good like a mule kick, just to kick him back into the window.
You kick it, but it's like astronaut physics, so you also go a little bit further away from the tower. You're like, no, no!
Oh damn it!
You're
Oh
swimming
god!
through the air,
I
like,
do-
no!
I'm like
Hawkeye
doing
would be
like
looking
a bad swimming routine, like down. I'm ironically enough, I'm doing like a little like wing, like a bird taking its first flight, like a to try and steady myself because I'm kind of going ass over tea kettle from the kick.
Oh my gosh. So, Jiffles
Before
goes out the
I-
window as well? Oh.
What type of windows are these? They're just like wooden panels that you push open and there's no glass, or the glass windows?
I'd say for these, it's pretty much open air windows. Like, there is nothing to contain them at all.
All right, then yeah, I jump out and I just like spread my arms out like I'm flying. Even though just that little tear comes out because I'm not actually flying.
And I'm going to safely assume you do indeed cast Featherfall on yourself.
Yes, I've cast Featherfall.
I was about to say I didn't hear him cast that.
No,
Just
it's
a little
like,
bit
I
down,
jumped.
like after falling, it's just like, damn it.
What
But
is that?
activate.
Like when
I
it's
thought-
at the bottom.
Thought it was gonna be like that scene in like Toy Story where Buzz tries to fly and you just fall. Fun time.
Damn, that bird's coming down really fast.
That classic
Where
Wile E.
is-
Coyote.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be. He's looking around and then he holds up a sign saying "Help."
No one will
Alright.
help you now.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Y'all
Loading.
make it to the bottom. Am I just... Where are y'all going? There's... Well,
I'm
I'd say
going to
where
the
are you...
sewers.
Huh?
I'm going to the sewers.
Okay, well, you
I'm
know the
following.
closest sewers is gonna be back in town. But,
I'm going back down.
But the cool thing about this, which I'm sure y'all saw on the main map when we were on there, is
Oh yeah.
this thing is on an island,
Mm.
which means there's a giant stretch of just land that y'all have to go through first, which is a bridge. I'm assuming y'all have to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zerith, and is the cut still there? That we showed up in?
Uh-oh. I had a feeling it'd be longer than that.
Okay, well, just imagine, okay?
Imagine
I'm
it's
sorry,
so
I'm
long.
sorry.
So is this like an old like just rickety like one wood panel bridge with, like just single rope holding it off, or is it like a big bridge?
No, it's
Yeah,
a,
it's
it's, a,
a big-
it's a big bridge. Just imagine this bridge, but like significantly longer.
God damn it! I was gonna cut it out. Crossed.
It's got to be big enough for like carriages and like
Yeah,
caravans
yeah.
to get through.
Because y'all
Alright,
can't
that
walk
makes
carriage.
sense. Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
So you see what looks like one guard at the opposite ends You know what? We're gonna say that this is the actual length of the bridge, but the rest of the quote-unquote bridge was a land bridge.
Okay.
There's a river that connects, like, that divides the actual land bridge of the island to the main continent, and that's what this is.
Okay.
Upon seeing the guard, I'm gonna like stage whisper to Zerith, "Quick, give me the rope. I'll tie him up."
Fumbles for rope. Okay.
Don't tie me up. I'm the bard.
No, you stay untied. You play bagpipes. I'll improvise, and I'll go
God.
over. I'll go over to. I'll go over to Hawkeye and Kly, and just like I'll hold the rope out and just like look at them, and then look at the rope, and then look at them, and I'll be like, "All right, come here, you guys."
Good. I assumed I was tying myself up.
Beginning to like you already, buddy. Get your hands over here. And I'm gonna
Over where I can barely see anything. It's too dark.
follow the sound of my majestic voice.
What? I can't hear you. It's
I
too
go
dark.
over. I go over to this fool, and I grab his hands. I'm like, do whatever. You just tie people's hands up. Oh, I just want too much gunpowder. They said, not enough gunpowder. Someone else said, and I'm saying, I'm muttering all this while I'm tying them up.
I love it. What are the rest of y'all doing? Just watching him do this, or getting ready to go across? What's y'all's plan?
Is the cart anywhere nearby that that Zerith showed up on?
No.
No, they're all gone.
When y'all walked out of the shrine, that cart was gone.
Mm.
Y'all could probably safely assume that the overseer that escaped from y'all probably took it back.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So I'm an overseer, and I'm taking a thief and two surface dwellers away from this. Where we're at right now? Like sub-district what?
Sub-district, oh gosh, 4?
Okay. Where would I be taking them? Could I say like I'm taking them to District 3? Or would that be too far of an overstretch?
I wouldn't say that's too far of a stretch. If you were trying to take them to District 3, you'd be taking them to District 3 of Sub-District 2. Because that's the prison district.
Wait, District 3 of Sub-District 2?
Or Sub-District 2 of District 3.
You got it.
What?
I'm really confused. Like, where, like, because you cut out for me, so all I heard was Sub-District 2 blank.
District 3, Sub-District 2.
District 3, Sub-District 2.
Sub-District 2, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's 2 sub-districts in Kiru, which is the name of Sub-District, District 3. Goodness gracious, I can't talk.
Yeah.
The first one is military. The second one is prison.
Okay.
So you'd be taking them to prison, I would assume.
So, Sub-District 2 of District 3.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna wait for them to be ready, and then I'll take the lead.
Okay.
Alright, assuming I have the guys all tied up, and I'm leading them back with a length of rope. Does anyone have something that could go for gags or like a blindfolds?
See.
I turn to Hawkeye, Kly, and just close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I mean, I can barely see anything, so it would be the
It's
same.
not much of a change. Shut up and just do it.
We can use one of my costumes.
You have costumes?
Costumes?
Yes.
What kind of costumes? Are they theatrical in nature?
Yes, and I mean as to use them as blindfolds. Or like a shirt over their head.
Even better. I like how you work for a person.
You gotta stay alive.
My hands are just like tantalizingly out at the thought of having a performance costume. Like, well, let me see them.
Jiffles just pulls out two like fancy. There's some shine on them shirts that you can roll up.
These aren't worthy of me. Now I'm just gonna go to them like, all right, Hawkeye, don't struggle or anything yet. And I'm gonna put like the shirt around his eye and try and like tie it off, like behind his head. Try and make it.
All
seem
right,
like,
yeah, I'll let you do that. And it's
yeah, nothing changes for you. I suspect.
just like, oh, good, more darkness.
From light shimmers to just darkness.
And I'm gonna do the same thing. I just like tug the rope a little bit. All right, follow my lead.
All right.
And I'm gonna turn to Zerith and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to follow your lead, dude.
I nod and I go, all right, just be you. We'll be fine.
That's a bad idea.
I am the best. A wide smile crosses my face. I am the best at being me.
I'm gonna turn to Jiffles and look at him and smile at my son and say, "Are you ready?"
Jiffles smiles back with enthusiasm. Yes.
And then I'm gonna like kneel down and I'm gonna put a hand on him and I'm gonna be like, if things go bad, I'm gonna want you to create a distraction.
Jiffles is
Do
good
that
at
for me?
that.
I know I can trust you.
I'm
And then
I'm gonna turn to Hawkeye and I'm like, did you just say son?
Yeah, I heard son too.
It's a very complicated family tree.
Yeah, apparently you have nests in your tree.
All right, follow
So
my
y'all are
lead.
going.
Follow my lead, prisoner. I'm tugging them along.
So as you approach the as you approach the guard, he's gonna turn to. He's kind of standing with his arms, both arms, elbows propped against the bridge, just looking bored out of his mind, just like picking
Oh.
his teeth with his claws. What?
I can take advantage of that. But please go on. I'm sorry.
There is an eel hound, but it doesn't seem to be alerting. It's kind of just an eel hound, a snake hound, just watching y'all. But it's laying on the ground. It's not aggressive at the moment.
What rank does this guard appear to be?
That is a great question. I'd say he probably looks to be mid-ranked.
Not like you see an overseer.
Oh,
or
no.
like...
He's not. You can tell that he is more of a city guard, not.
Oh, he's just a
not-
basic guard.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a religious affiliated guard. You can even see his watchtower off in the distance.
Okay. As I approach, I'm gonna call out to him and I'm gonna say, "It must be a long night."
That it is. What can I help you with?
We're just passing through. I'm taking these prisoners to Sub-District 2 and District 3.
I'm gonna chime up. Indeed, District 2, different district.
So I.
They're
Go
rather-
there.
They're rather vocal, as you can see.
Very vocal, vocalist.
Not a vocalist.
I'm gonna nudge Jiffles and like give us some walking song, some walking music,
Some walking music?
some walking like we own the place.
Yeah. So
Okay.
We're moving up in the world, buddy.
It does very much appear that your prisoners are quite talkative.
Yeah, the overseers were complaining that they couldn't handle them, so as you can see, the duty was passed off to me.
Hmm.
That being said, we really must get a move on. I wish to get them there as quickly as I can.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So, are you trying to pass off Sanzel as a prisoner or as a guard that is helping you escort.
He's not bound, is he?
No, I'm leading the guys.
Yeah, then definitely not as a prisoner. I probably misspoke there. Not him, just the other two.
Yeah, no, I was asking because no, let's have. So I'm gonna give y'all two options for this roll.
Okay.
You can either all roll deception checks, and it'll be a group check. So it'll be pass or fail, depending on if or more of you pass or 3 or more of you fail.
Okay.
I say 3, because I'm gonna have the NPC
Yeah.
Keely roll as well. Or one of you can have advantage on the roll.
Deception check.
What is my deception modifier? I'm not gonna metagame. I'm not gonna tell you guys what my modifier is.
I'm pretty good at deceiving. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so am I.
I can deceive like a motherfucker. Can I like pull on the rope like, come, filthy dogs, we must bring you to the other district. If I do that, can I make it a performance check? I might, you know, like tussle one of their hair, like just like, ah, your hair, it smells of
Elderberry.
muck,
Muck.
festering muck, like a bird, not like this bird, but like a wet bird.
As Sanzel is doing this, I'm gonna look to the guard and be like, it's his first night on the job. He's rather excited.
Indeed, very excited. Excited plenty.
Eat
Hope I
a
don't mess
dick.
up.
Can I?
Silence you! And I backhand. I
Hard eyebrow from the guard. Like, I thought overseers were better than to physically assault their prisoners.
Oh no, he is by no means an overseer. He's actually underneath my wing. I'm training him to become one, but as you can see, there's a few kinks that need to be worked out.
interning, as it were.
He's gonna look at you, Zerith, and look you up and down. You're still wearing your overseer mask, right?
Oh yeah, very much so.
You're like, well, hi, overseer. Might I ask you a question?
I'm really looking at him like with a kind of a cocked eyebrow. And go, I mean, yeah, of course. I suppose I can spare a few minutes for someone like you.
He'll give you that.
I always like to appreciate the fans, as it were.
He'll give you a sly grin, like that one of those ones where he tilts his head so you can't see his face at all, and then looks up at you and just flashes his eyes and then grin.
Oh god. Oh god, he's hot.
I'm gonna turn my head slightly away and roll the biggest eye roll in fucking life.
He's gonna walk up to you, like right up to you, and say, "Friend, if you're training him as an overseer, where's his acolyte uniform?
This is what?
Where's his acolyte uniform?"
Left it at home.
I just
Very, very excited to start the day. My mind, it left me.
We're trying a different approach to training, actually. One with less regulations.
Oh,
that
I
allows
did
for
not.
freedom.
I had not heard about that change.
Yes. I was
Very
trying
lucky,
to keep
actually.
it like visible stray from Zerith as I look back to Sans. Like, yes, you. I was told not to inform you. It's a new method to build trust between the High Overseers and Acolytes.
Jiffles, that walking music now.
I just like to start, like Jiffles start getting upset. Like, for the love of God, I've been here all day. I'd like to just get home. Can we please just go?
Can someone just kill me already?
I tug at the rope.
Like,
Shut up.
Ooh.
I haven't been paid. I'm not going to get paid. Please just let us go home.
I'll pay you when we drop you off. And I look at the guard like, you see what I'm working with here.
Yes, I do indeed. I'm gonna need deception checks from all of you.
All of us? Okay.
From who?
Oh god, I literally have nothing in deception.
Okay.
18, baby.
Oh, 11.
I'll remember it in a second. 1 second.
That's a good. That's a 9. That's not so good.
Ah, all right, not bad.
Just Jiffles is getting visibly upset and is just trying to like shove people in like ahead. Like go, Jesus!
No.
Ooh, Jesus.
We've worn out Jiffles.
It was a long ceremony. A lot of music was played.
The guard's gonna look at you, Zerith, and he's gonna say something to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna explain what the hell I'm saying in just a minute. He's gonna look at you, and you and Sanzel are both gonna be able to understand this, and I'll send you what it means in a minute.
Oh god.
Oh
He's going
Jesus.
to look at you and say Tona Frela, Rey Oilos Brillis, Biben to Nafta.
Hail Hydra.
Could I ask which language this is?
Thieves camp.
Okay. I'm.
Oh, wait, I can speak that!
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
I can as well.
I'm gonna send it to both of you. Give me just 1 second.
Thank god, because I'm like forming a fist with my sphincter right now.
It's
Give me 1
Hail
second.
Hydra.
I'm gonna type it in how he said it,
Okay.
Okay.
and then. So that's to you.
Okay.
I'm going to immediately cock an eyebrow.
Jiffles just tilt his head.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I can trust this guy?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Both of you are more than welcome to roll insight
Yeah.
checks.
I'm definitely gonna. As soon as I hear that.
13.
Where's insight?
Oh wait.
Okay, so it's gonna chime in with, "What are you guys saying? I can't really understand you."
11.
He doesn't appear to have any ill intentions. In fact, his tension seems to have lessened instead of like increased.
Then I'm going to simply say in Thieves Can't, because I don't know like if you're using a translator.
I'm using a translator, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say this in Thieves Can't. I'm going to DM it to you, and then if I spell the name wrong, I'm sorry.
Did you want me to put it through the Thieves Can't translator, or are you just typing it to me?
I'm going to type it to you. If you can give me the translation, then I'll say it in character.
Okay. Yeah, no, I found a really cool translator earlier, and I thought it was really freaking cool. So I was like, hey, I'm using this.
This might get us in deeper shit, but like, if the
Oh,
vibe I'm
yeah,
picking up is the vibe I'm picking up, then
I got something too that I'll say.
did you get my message?
Yep, I'm putting it in the translator right now.
All right.
I
I spelled
got
the name wrong, didn't I?
You what?
Did I spell the name wrong? Oh, all right.
I got something I want to say to him, but I'll wait a little bit until this interaction is done because this is piqued my interest.
It can take a minute.
It's okay. So when I say this, Sanzel will know what I'm saying too, right?
Yep, Sanzo would
Yeah.
know what you were saying too. You're more than welcome to not say it in Thieves' Cant.
I'm gonna try. Okay. I replied to him, Asterix vas veras zer benasco. Lirib mon they only heck si unton. How was that?
That's good.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Jiffles just whispers, "What the fuck are y'all saying?"
I'm gonna whisper back. Don't worry about it. I think we're okay. I think we're okay, bro.
I just whisper back to him, "Can I stop acting angry?
Oh,
I keep doing that.
You were acting. Oh my! Keep it up. It was great.
Thank you. I'm a bard. It's my actual profession."
Well, keep it up. You have a future in it.
Thank you.
All right, I got it. All right, what's going on now?
Were you gonna say something or no?
Oh, I'll say it. I'll say it in like in passing after this is like
Okay.
gone down. I'm not going to announce what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Well then, he's gonna respond to what you said, Zerith,
Okay.
with a smile, and he's gonna say, "Ah, ori my roll, those."
Dos no tres.
Huh?
Nothing. Please go on.
¿Dónde está el biblioteca?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, it was
We're
right
gonna
there.
die now.
This session was supposed to end right now.
He'll give you a grin and say, "Welcome, brother."
I don't smile. I just like squeeze a bit less harder. The fist loosens, as it were. Okay.
That's what he.
So can I? Would it be okay for me? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just sending it to Sanzel.
So would it be okay for me to speak openly now, or should I continue in Thieves' Camp?
Are you asking him or me?
You.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't care.
Then just so not everybody's in the dark. If Sanzel wants to say what he was going to say first, by all means.
Oh no. I'll wait. I got my moment. I'll say what I need to say.
I'll look at him and I'll go. We're trying to make our way back to the city, so we can escape into the tunnels. If we could pass by, that'd be greatly appreciated, brother.
Jiffles' eyes just open wide and just like, "What the fuck?" Just telling him this.
Like I said, friends.
And then I'm gonna narrow my eyes a bit and continue that. Follow up with that, and continue to say, and if it's not too much trouble, we were never here.
Oh, of course, my friends. It's no trouble at all, but I might be able to help you further. What?
Oh, I was gonna say, man, tonight's been a night of cocked eyebrows, but that one's even harder.
How so?
I don't know if you've heard of the murder of crows, but they have been harboring people like you. Well, not quite people of your rank, but they have been known to harbor your kind before. Defectors and prisoners.
In fact, oh, sorry.
I can take you to them.
That'd actually be greatly appreciated.
Ah, yes,
To
the
be-
murder of crows. I've heard of them. Yes, I have.
Jiffles just goes,
I'll
To be
explain.
completely honest, we were actually seeking out Ula anyways. Your aid would be very much appreciated.
Then my aid you shall have, my brother.
I'm just gonna look back to everybody and give them that look of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right.
Jiffles throws up a confused thumbs up, like, "Ah."
I tug on.
He is thoroughly amused with you, Jiffles. He'll look down and just chuckle.
I tug the rope, and I'm like, all right, guys, keep coming.
Oh,
Do we need to
okay. I I didn't even know what was going on half that conversation anyway. So
We're gonna keep going. Keep it up.
What?
Walking music, Jiffles. Walking music.
I'll tie them.
Nah, I don't like.
Bit rude.
He's gonna
It
turn to
is.
the snake hound as you all talk to each other and say, and just tell it to stay here. He'll basically tell it heal. And it'll perk up for a second, and then it'll rest it.
I don't
Say,
even know
I'm
why.
gonna have to take you by my watchtower in order to swap with one of my fellow guards, but it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
I simply nod and go very well.
Then
Let's
he's
go.
gonna start walking unless y'all stop him to ask him something.
I'm going to walk beside him, and I'm going to assume that everyone's just like walking forward, or I'm not gonna say it until I'm sure I'm kind of out of earshot. But I'm gonna whisper to him this.
Are you whispering to me or to the guard?
To the guard.
Okay.
Ooh. He'll give you a hard grin. So does it now. I'm sure we'll look forward to that.
He's good. Sanzel's gonna smile it back. Rupa loves friends. And then I'm just gonna keep walking on, lay a little bit of strutting, a little bit of pep in my step.
Yeah.
Now that I've gotten that out there.
So y'all are following him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't given me any reason to not trust him, right?
I don't think so. I mean, unless you're looking for something specific.
Not really. It's just Zerith at this very moment is going to be very much like, I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this specific scenario, this is the best bet. At the same time, Zerith would very much be like, yo, things are lining up a bit too much for us. So, yeah. I'm going to, can I whisper something to Sanzel? Or would I have to make like a check to make sure he doesn't hear me?
I mean, if y'all strategically back up away from him, y'all can whisper whatever you want.
I'm gonna stay like maybe 5 feet back or so.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna whisper to Sanzel, keep on your toes, just in case.
And I did one.
I give you a grin and then step back up to walk pretty much stride with this man.
I'm gonna tug the rope, carrying them. I'm gonna untie them. I'm like, all right, the fun's over. I'm not laughing at this anymore. I'm gonna coil up the rope, and I'm gonna try and put it in my pouch, even though it's Zerith's.
I'll get some more in the murder of crows. I'm not too worried about it.
Do I have to make a sleight of hand check, or are we basically just letting that happen?
I mean,
Zerith wouldn't care.
yeah, if Zerith doesn't care, then no.
I have to take my
Give me
shirts
more
back.
rope. All right. Oh yeah. I take off their. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because they can't see.
I
Unless
mean,
someone has a torch.
Well, they can see the basic bioluminescence of, like, all of you. Like, they can see the glowing bits on the tiefling guard's horns. They can see whatever's glowing on Zerith. And they can see
and I can also
Jiffles
cast light.
on the feathers. Yeah, you can cast light.
Hawkeye, hold on to the bird person. He will be your guide. He is wise, well beyond his years.
you can just grab your hand.
I mean, I'll take it, but I'll.
It's a service animal.
I'm gonna like
Oh, I love this
grab
so
my
much.
my staff and just kind of tap it, and then it's just gonna like a small light will come from the sun symbol that's up top of it. There, I can see a little bit better now.
Is it still dim enough to not draw attention to us? Because like even if it's very dim, I feel like it would draw attention to us.
Let's see.
I'm asking Kai specifically.
Oh,
But
well,
it's up to their discretion.
I'd say you'd probably be able to control the brightness of it, but yeah, he is very right. You wouldn't really be able to make it illuminate more than a couple feet without you literally being
Becoming
like
a beacon.
a light in the middle of a dark field where all the flies are just gonna be like, ooh.
Yeah, I just need like a little like just so I can see where I'm going instead of like, okay, let's not trip up.
So like basically just like what your icon shows, just a little below
Yeah.
your palm.
Well, it's more on the staff, but yeah.
Oh, that works too, yeah.
Can I just hold his hand?
I mean, that's
I
up to
mean-
y'all.
Yeah.
Wait,
I guess.
whose hand are we holding here? Hold on. I did not consent.
So are y'all moving on? Follow
Yeah.
me.
We moving.
Okay, so one hand I have Jiffles and like kind of
Yeah,
the
right hand
arm
you have
kind
your
of thing.
staff.
Like arms are hooked with Zerithan. Just
I
like
want to be like
Fucking
between the two surface dwellers, just holding both of their hands like a judge.
And over here we have Lookout Tower.
Yep.
And over
So
there, Shade's house.
he's gonna go into his lookout tower and say, "I'll be right back out with you. Just don't go anywhere." Then he'll enter the tower.
I'm gonna shoot a wary gaze to Zerith and like have like a hand on one of my the daggers on my belt, and I'm like, oh. I'm gonna be like, you want me to like a draw finger across my throat?
I put my hand up to you to shake my head and go, for the time being, it might be too good to be true, but if it does happen to be true, then it'll be worth the effort. If he does turn on us, I'm sure the 5 of us can handle it.
Supposing it's only just him.
Well, if it isn't just him, we'll do the natural thing and run away.
It'll be interesting. That should be true. I'm just gonna turn and look to Bird Person. Bird Person!
Ah!
Actually, you know what? No songs right now. We're trying to be sneaky. Never mind. But say,
My hands are tied up anyways.
belay that. Oh yeah, I forgot we tied you up. Oh yeah.
No, I'm not tied up.
Oh yeah, you're literally tied. You're literally Okay, you have two
we're all
special
holding
needs people
hands.
here. You have 2 special needs people with you. Okay, that's fine.
So those of you,
I'm just gonna kick some like dirt and just like I have nothing else to do now.
those of you who are native to this continent, you would know that this time of I'm gonna say day for lack of a better way to put it, is the time of day where people would be sleeping. So you are technically in this world's night, even though it's dark all the time. If that helps.
Rest would be nice.
Indeed, it will be. Maybe
It
when we
might
get out of
be
trouble.
it might be some time before we can actually get some honest to God's rest.
Please, because I'm pretty sure I'm still bleeding. Yep,
Jiffles can
still
heal you.
bleeding. Is there anything you cannot do? My lord.
Fight.
My lords. That's sad actually. All right, well, enough sad. Be glad. Heal me.
Y'all are gonna hear the man come out and just say, "I knew I could trust you," and he's gonna walk up to you with another. Let's see, what did I put in my notes? I believe.
Wait, do I get healed or am I about to get stabbed to death again?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna walk up to you with a very shady-looking tiefling woman, and he's gonna say,
Nani?
"Shade, these are our friends." She'll give a small curtsy and say, I don't want to meet your strays. Just give me the goods, and I'll go take your place for the night." And he'll take out a small pouch and hand it to her, and she'll say, "This should keep me tied. Like, this should tide me over for a while."
Can I use my cop sense to see if those are drugs?
Y'all are all more than welcome to make assumptions or rolls as you see fit. Probably,
Let's see.
insight or investigation. I'll take either or.
I'm gonna roll
I'll-
insight because I'm
Are
like,
they drugs?
I'll
what
investigate.
kind of drugs are they?
Yeah, those are drugs.
Jiffles doesn't give a shit.
Hawkeye is too good of a boy. He doesn't know what drugs are.
I've gone back to like kicking dirt because now I'm bored again.
I whispered to Sanzel, "Don't hit on this tiefling. Don't bat on it."
How dare you assume something I would absolutely do?
I know you'll do it.
So, what are they the good shit?
No, yeah, they're the shit.
It's yes, yeah. This is that. Mine's not a good shit.
Yeah, no, it's they're drugs. I'd say with a 25, you'd probably be able to tell that they're more of a like relaxing type nature.
In that case, Zerith is gonna like hard relax because I would assume like drugs being used in the guard force is incredibly locked down on. Or would I be incorrect in that assumption?
I'd say you know that drugs are pretty rampant in District 1.
Yeah.
That they're pretty widely used within the overseeing community to subdue prisoners.
Yeah. So
And
take it
that
from
it's
there.
and it's very hush hush when it comes to overseers and priests themselves using drugs, but you have heard of it being done before.
Would seeing this give me cause to relax though?
I'd say that depends on Zerithan's character. Like, his personal character within himself. Does he think drugs are bad?
Well, no. I mean more so not that.
It
No.
doesn't give you bad vibes, I would say. Like, it's not a drug that's going to like cause
No, like
overaggression.
that's not what I mean.
What do you
I mean more so in the sense of he still doesn't know if he can trust his people, but if they're willing to break, the rules for this one thing, they're probably more likely to actually be able to be trusted to help them, defect. So seeing these drugs, would that give him more of a reason to relax? Because he's like, oh well, they're doing that, so I can probably actually trust these people.
Like
to
they're
probably
doing
get
this
that-
illegal thing. I can relax because I'm doing illegal things.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh, yeah, I mean, probably, yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
They're just
I
doing coke.
completely
I killed
misunderstood what
people.
you meant. Might be.
It's okay.
So the woman will take her leave. Nod to you all and say, gentlemen.
Ladies, goodbye. And I'm just gonna dejected, like, just kick more rocks. I'm gonna look to third person. I'm gonna be like, you happy?
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
you can follow me. I'll be taking you to my home for the night. The murder of crows are all out on business. They won't be back until tomorrow.
Ooh, sleep.
Yes, sleep, and I will prepare food.
Very much like it.
Can I roll insight on this?
Yeah.
26.
He does not appear to be lying.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with him.
So then, he'll start walking towards the bridge.
What is some Underdark specialities? Some Underdark cuisine? Like what might I be looking forward to after a long day's work?
Oh gosh, this is you would recognize that this is more of the slums of District 1,
Yep.
so probably not anything fancy.
Okay.
So he walks up to this house here, and he'll enter it and motion to the dining table. Say, there, sit.
Nice place you have here. I say as I look at the cracked wood and dingy furniture.
Reminds me of home.
Your lodging's at what I'm used to for the best. I don't even know how long it's been since I left the monastery. Months, I guess.
You lived in a monastery?
That's where I was raised in the That's where I learned my cleric training, pretty much. How I became a father.
Stories.
In both ways.
We have those tier 2. It's
Yes.
where they brainwash the children, to say the
Yes,
least.
we have plenty of fathers here.
Daddy.
No,
Well,
no, not like that.
priest, father,
Not like that.
and father, yes. So,
I was called son.
I bet
we
you
heard.
He'll bring
Hey,
some.
don't you talk to bird person like that. Only I can talk to bird person like that.
He'll come back from his pantry area and puts a couple loaves of bread on the table. Said I prepared these a few like a day or two ago. They should still be good enough. And he'll set down a bowl of fruit as well.
I'll gladly take some of the bread.
Do you have any crumbs for the bird?
Hey, fuck you.
I didn't mean that to be insulting.
I eat food.
All right. My mistakes. I'm learning.
Would you like some fruit, Birdman?
Sure.
I'll give him some cantaloupe.
What's gonna chew that without teeth? Never mind. I'm gonna settle into like a just like start now.
Might I inquire your names, friends? Or would you like mine first as a show of trust?
Let's go yours first.
Very well.
It's manners.
Gracious of a host.
Fair enough. My name's Jinx. I'm a guard for this city.
Hello, Jinx.
Uh,
I'm Jiffles.
Pleasure to meet you, Jiffles.
Yes, this is my esteemed colleague and friend, Jiffles. And I am Sanzel Lamthrone. Maybe you've heard of me and my many deeds. And he casually like waits with a smile on his face to see if like he says anything, and I'm guessing he doesn't.
What districts did you have your heists in? It was only District 4, right?
If I check the notes right here, I'm pretty sure.
Because all the banks and like the banking parts of the continent would be down to District 4.
District 4.
Yep.
Yes, District 4. Perhaps you've heard of me.
No, I'm afraid not.
But it's kind of a tough anyway. Unless you don't get too much news. Anyway, next person.
You may call me Hawkeye. Thank you for the hospitality.
Of course, naturally.
Do we owe you anything for it?
No, just keep my part of the murder of crows under wraps.
Okay.
Otherwise.
That's all I really ask from you. If you get caught, you never end me.
Of course.
Has Jiffles introduced himself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just first.
Oh, yeah, he was. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I'm tired. He'll look at you, Zerith, say, and you, my brother.
Zerith and Daorn. High Overseer, as I'm sure you've realized. I hate to insist, but with my position and what's been done tonight, I'm sure you must realize the anxiety that I'm feeling right now. I don't mean to push you, but would you happen to have any idea of when we might be able to make our way to the murder of crows?
Like I said, they won't be back until tomorrow. They're all out on their own tasks, if you will.
Very well.
It would be best
Business.
for all of you to stay here and rest.
I highly agree with that. But it
I
won't
have
help
no
the
vote
nerves
against
any.
it. I'm a person rest.
I mean, there are plenty of other things you could do. Shop
I can
for
play you a
books.
song.
Indeed he could, and well he could play it.
You could do that. No one should disturb us here. But if you feel so inclined or feel like need the supplies, you're more than welcome to go and see if the shop is still open. They're typically open all day round. And both the inn and the tavern are open as well if you'd prefer to stay there.
I'm gonna look towards Hawkeye and the other surface dweller, and I'm going to say, what about the two of you? I hate to say it, but we really can't have you just walking around. You'd draw an incredible amount of attention.
See,
Not
he's
to mention, you
being-
can hardly see.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Jiffles doesn't mind leading you.
Perhaps an early night's rest for the cleric and the angel.
I mean, that was actually what I was going to suggest. It's been a very, very long time since I've had a decent bed. So,
Then we're agreed.
Well, for the time being, if you need any supplies, just let me know, and I can retrieve them. Sorry, I can retrieve them for you. Knowing how the high overseers and knowing how the people above me work, even if they see me out in public, I should be fine. As long as I can slip away unnoticed. I also doubt they'll be stripping me of my title anytime soon. If word got out that an overseer defected, well, it might cause a bit of panic.
Why'd you help us?
See, I've been wondering that as well.
Well, to
Well,
be
them. Suppose that wasn't a part of it.
Yeah, who are you asking? Are you asking Zerith or are you asking
Yeah.
Graves?
Zerith.
Okay.
Well, to be completely honest, if this incident had occurred 2 weeks ago, I probably would have killed all of you without a second thought.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's entirely
I'm only
fair.
I'm only 230 years old. I'm still rather young compared to my kin. And to be completely honest, I've been brainwashed my entire life. But recently, a dear friend of mine started to say and form theories about our god. He claimed he saw something, saw the way that they treated the surface dwellers and other heretics. I realized tonight that he was talking about the cleansing, or the salvations that they like to perform. He told me that if he vanished, if he disappeared, that it wasn't some accident or that it wasn't some incident in the field, but that it was in actuality our God who decided that he had betrayed her. And sure enough, he did disappear. And my suspicions rose, and I decided to see for myself what the rituals were like. And you all know what I saw. I refuse to worship and serve a god who is that tyrannical.
Yeah, it was quite gruesome actually. Thanks for coming on, my day. Although I probably could have handled it myself, I'm just saying. I was pretty close for that.
I'm
That's-
glad I could be assistance.
Of course. I've been wondering something as well, cleric.
mm-hmm.
How did you get down here? I've never heard of any way of getting to the surface. Let alone how did someone like you get, guessing, dragged down?
Well, from what I can recall, after doing some exercising and meditation for the day, I fell asleep in a cave, and then when I came to, I was bound and gagged. I really don't know how else I ended up down here.
Bad cave.
Very bad.
A cave is kind of like a big hole in the ground.
Caves down here.
I don't know what's down here, what isn't.
Well, I'm
This
just
is
saying
all
you're,
very strange.
Just saying, you're coming off like a racist.
Fucking Christ. Fucking Rudos.
Hey now.
It's okay. He's a close friend of mine. We're chill.
Who the hell are you talking to?
I'm sorry, what?
I love this.
Okay.
Plus,
Wow.
Jinx is gonna interrupt y'all's lovely conversation.
Yeah.
And he's gonna gesture to all of you to try to get all of your attention and say, how much do y'all know about the drug ring?
About the what?
The drug ring. How much do you know about it?
I've
Drugs and
encountered
they go
your.
through it. Sorry, go for it.
No, you're good.
There's drugs and they go through it. Not really my practice, my area of expertise.
I've encountered specifically the murder of crows a few times in my work. I've even met. Is it Ula?
Ula, yeah.
Ula. I've even met Ula a couple times, just in passing, just in those moments where we thought we had her, but well, as you know, it turns out we didn't.
Jiffles just shrugs. Let's play at random places. Sometimes there's drugs, sometimes there's not.
Yes.
The only thing I know of is the spirits that we used to brew at the monastery.
So yeah, he's a Virgo. All right. Yeah.
Amongst that drink, I've heard it all today.
Well, it's more of partaking in holy spirits.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
there's
As
holy
opposed
ones
to
now.
the gods.
don't worry, we'll pop your cherry yet.
I'm gonna cock an eyebrow at you, Hawkeye. I'm gonna say, so you brew a spirit to drink with your gods, correct?
For mostly celebrations, of course, but yes.
So you you drink something that gives you hallucinations, so that you can speak with your false deities.
Some god. Right?
I've heard of this drug. It's actually rather popular. I believe we call them shrooms. They can be made into a drink.
We don't do shrooms. We call it shine of the moon, actually.
Oh,
Ah.
fancy.
It's only
What's a
brewed
moon?
under the light of the full moon. So
Well,
what is-
perhaps you might be willing to brew me sometime, if we survive this mess.
I'm gonna
complicated
you know what?
process, actually. Any failed attempts will make you go blind or kill you.
So you drink to see a god, but to make the drink, you could go blind or it could kill you.
Yes.
Know your stuff before you mix it.
I mean, that kind of describes
Two
the
person.
ritual that they were trying to put all of
Yeah,
you
yeah.
through.
I was literally about to say, well, yeah. In comparison to everything else that happened tonight, like human sacrifices. I mean, I guess it's kind of a little bit more, on the chill side, but like,
It's rather
y'all
tame.
can have your gods, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna lean back and eat a little bit more apple.
Yes, well, the drug ring within District 1 is quite rampant. I'm sure you're aware of that, Overseer. And the drug ring has been spreading to the other districts. The murder of crows and other groups like ours have been gaining speed, gaining members, even gaining power. Quite a few lower-ranked overseers have joined our ranks privately, of course. I'm not of the privilege to disclose their names,
Of course.
but perhaps if I'm able to get you an audience with who I want to, they might be able to have the clearance to tell you further. But my point is, the murder of crows has allies in many places. We can get you, I'd say, just about anywhere you'd like to go.
Well, if that's the case, then we should probably decide exactly where we're trying to head to. Currently, our ideas are rather one and the same. Either make our way to the edge, retrieve a vessel, and go out to sea and hope we find land, or make our way to the wildlands and just see how far we can go and hope that we find civilization.
I'm sure there's something in the wildlands.
Sounds like death either way, if you ask me, but it's not my journey.
Well,
It
to
comes
be
for all
fair,
of us.
It's
to be
death where
fair,
we
the
were.
only to be fair, at least it's a willing death. I'd much rather die to the elements trying than stay here and succumb to Asterix and her madness.
Hmm. That is fair, I suppose. So then what do you intend to do? All of you, as
Is
people
that your cut?
as people of the faith, what do you believe now? Now that Asterix has betrayed you.
You're cutting in and out really hard for me. I caught like
Yeah.
2/3, maybe a third of that.
As people of the faith, he's referring to you, Sanzel's, Jiffles, and Zerith. As people of the faith, what do you intend to do now that your god has betrayed you?
Ah, was never faithful.
I have another god, and she is already pretty mad. What's just another day?
I shrug and say, to hell's with the gods.
Hmm.
I refuse to have my life dictated by a higher being.
Cleric boy was going to teach me about a new god. This sounds fun. Might let me fly.
Rooters can do many things.
To be completely honest, I say this looking towards Jiffles. The wildlands are a land of, well, wildness. They're unknown. We have no idea what's out there. We might even encounter a civilization that can teach you to fly.
Oh, we must go then.
I like his can-do attitude.
The wildlands are definitely the easier of the two options. The sewers would get you to the edge, but we might potentially be able to get you to the wildlands. It would take many days travel though, and you'd have to go through at least one other district, if not two.
What district would this be?
What?
And he
Okay.
said, what district would we have to go through?
Okay. He's really quiet for me, sorry. Let's see.
I switched over while we're waiting for Kai to look that up. I switched over the watch together to some ambience. So if you guys had it really low, you probably can't hear it. So if you want to go turn it up for that sweet night ambience, just letting you know.
Ah, yes, crickets.
Oh, there it is. When it switches over to a new song, it always pauses for me for some reason.
That's weird. It might be part of watch together, honestly.
Yeah, maybe. It's fine. Got it. Ooh, that's good night. Feel like I'm breathing at night.
The routes that we take in order to get to District 5, at least the quickest one, we would have to take a detour through District 4.
Through 4, huh?
That's hardly a problem. District
What
4 is
about
one
the
of the more.
safest way?
I'd like to hear about the safest one too.
The safest way, honestly, would probably be District 4, wouldn't it?
For some of us, maybe. And I'm like lurching forward a little bit, like almost. Dang. I'm like my foot's tapping against tapping really rapidly. Like I'm just like the idea seems to almost repulse me. In a sense.
Go through District 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll. Sorry, no, go on.
Out of all the districts, District 4 would definitely, by far, be the safest. There's not too terribly many guards, no religious members live there except for maybe extended family. And depending on which route we took through District 4, you'd only have to go through the high class section and then the slums. We wouldn't have to go through any of the more cutthroat parts of it. We'd stay out of the shopping districts, out of places where we would be unnecessarily recognized.
As long as we keep away from the banks, we'll be alright.
What'd you do to the bank?
It would be a wiser question to ask. What didn't I do to it? Broke in. Oh, the usual. Broke in. Found a lock. Thought of a way to get rid of the lock. Involved a bunch of, blasting powder. Like a lot. Let's just say it's not there anymore.
Oh!
No!
The lock and the bank.
Oh no!
He
No
went
one
to Home
told
Bowl.
me. No one told me how much. Oh, you're supposed to put how much in there? Oh, a teaspoon, a bucket full. There's a wide range. There's a wide berth.
That's what you tested.
What was I supposed to test it on? Oh, let me put a little bit in here. No, I was in the
another
moment.
lock.
No. You know what you do when you're in the moment? You go for it. You go for it.
Why
use
didn't you
everything.
test it before the moment?
The lock.
Well,
And then I
then, like-
immediately pulled out the powder. Yes. Hey, time crunch was there. It was stressful, all right?
Didn't you have time to prepare or anything? This is
I don't
Seems
even
Very.
like
wanna-
you're supposed to have a plan.
I don't even-
right.
I look at the surface dweller. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to you. Who are you? Look, you look disgusting.
I'm
think he looks
sorry.
nice.
I've been on a spiritual journey because my God told me, hey, you got to do this thing
Oh,
for reasons.
Yeah,
You're
where did that get you?
Journey? You're in a spiritual journey, huh? I don't see any shrooms around here. How is that spiritual journey going?
Well, decent actually. What Rudos told
Throw
me
up
in a
my-
dream was that
I throw up my
I
hands.
do
You can't
forego
reason
my
with these people.
mortal man-made weapons and become a weapon myself.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
a bow?
Well, I think more just abandon the sword and then use my hands as weapons.
So
Gods are very vague.
You are
sometimes.
the sword.
You are a
Yes,
great
I
ass.
am the sword.
Pretty soft sword.
Pretty
I-
spongy.
Yes, the sword has yet to be made.
I bet you only take like.
We
a
have the
teaspoon of,
iron.
like, plastic
We
powder.
just don't have a forge or a blacksmith to teach me how to do this.
So why didn't you why'd you give up the other sword without having the new sword?
Because I trust Rudos. He's never steered me wrong before.
Yeah,
Where
you
did
were
that
coming-
get you?
You were coming at me for not having a plan. What the hell are you doing?
See, you didn't have a plan, but I have a God's plan.
What? Okay, yeah. What's your plan? Be the sword. Become the sword.
I
Sounds
guess
like a
become
cool
the
plan.
sword to defend the weak and helpless.
Cool. I sense the room is turning against me. I don't like it, so I'm just gonna go into this corner over here. And continue to eat my apple. But I'm gonna come back real quick, and I'm gonna like point at Kly. I don't even want to hear you talk. You're a human, but you have wings. Which honestly, there's another member of our party who could use those. So maybe, give him up to cheer.
Don't make him wigless.
Just terror.
Hey,
Like,
I pat Kly on the shoulder, like, It's okay. We're still getting used to each other.
I'm gonna go in the corner muttering.
I'm gonna give Jiffles more cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Fucking what the fuck?
I like.
Yes, feed my son.
Stop with the some.
I'm gonna have him sign adoption papers, but not tell him. To go.
Oh my gosh.
How old is Jiffle?
He's like an old man.
He's like fucking like 302.
He's like,
Jiffle is
he's
like 30
he's
and
like he's a boomer. He's,
Oh my gosh.
fucking Zerith. It's like, I'm gonna adopt you, dude. I pay mortgage.
he's living on Social Security. He's living off this world's version of Social Security. Oh my god.
I am going to go over here and sleep. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm gonna fall asleep in a chair or something.
I'd like to ask Jinx if he has any like glass cups.
He'll go get you a glass cup and light a tune and say, please be careful with it. I don't have that many.
How much are they?
Cocked eyebrow. Why?
At the
I'd
mention
like to keep this one.
at the mention of money, Sanzel's one eye is gonna like peek out.
I'd like to keep this one.
I mean, sure, that's fine.
How much?
No problem. You've been through enough. I just try not to break it.
Of course, of course.
Can I look around and see if there's anything valuable around here?
Yeah, you can look around. Make me an investigation check.
Well,
I mean, which room are you checking? Are you looking through the whole house?
I think I'm just like around this area right here, just like
In one of
posted
the
up.
bedrooms?
Yeah, I stubbornly brought my chair in here thinking I could fall asleep in that. But if there's a bed, then I'm not gonna take the chair out, but I'm gonna keep it in this room. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there is a bed. If you check the nightstand, you'd probably be able to find a couple of just spare coins of silver. But other than that, there's not really much in the room other than just a couple spare books and a bed.
Is
pretty
the
sparse.
door open? Is the door open? Is anyone looking in?
No, he doesn't. Jinx doesn't seem to be anywhere around, and unless anyone else wants to have followed you, I would probably say that you're alone.
Okay, yeah, but I'm definitely gonna try and steal those coins. You know, I'm gonna pocket them and put them in my pouch.
Okay. Add 2 silver coins to your money.
Sweet.
The fuck? Just like, hey, I'm gonna let you stay in my house. Have some food. I'm pretty poor.
I don't know who this
Fucking-
guy is. I don't care. I have a thing to pay back, man. Once I go in my little bag, I'm gonna reach around in there, just like from my finger. Oh, thank God you're safe. I'm gonna pull out this little black scorpion. Who's gonna rest on my forefinger. I'm gonna look at him like, you were right in there. He's gonna be like, because scorpions don't talk or chirp or anything. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I knew you were alright. It's alright. I'm gonna lightly pet him. I'm like, who's your big scorpion? Who's your big scorpion, Rudolph? You ready to go back in? I'm gonna move my my hand up so it looks like he's nodding. And I'm gonna lightly tuck him back into one of the inner pockets of the pack. And I'm gonna leave him like a little bit of apple, just something for him to gnaw.
That's adorable.
Good night, Rudolph. I'm gonna fall asleep like a baby, having just robbed the man who helped me.
What are the rest of y'all doing? Also going into rooms and sleeping, or
Just kind of, I'm pulling a Piccolo and I'm meditating sleeping. So it's like, oh, he's meditating. No, he's actually asleep.
fair enough.
Jiffles would like to go over to the wind guy and be like, "Teach me to fly."
He's so singularly focused. I love it.
He'll smile at you and say, I don't know if I can teach you to fly. Your wings are quite small for your size.
Can you tell me of the god that might let me fly?
Of course. And he'll go into this huge, long, like, simp spiel about this god, right? Like, oh, he's amazing. He's done all this stuff for my family.
Jiffles will listen to every word.
I swear I'm gonna end up having to write lore, like deep lore for this god in order for you to just be able to spout details about him.
I imagine Jiffles plays the bagpipe, but like somberly, as if like it's background music for the story.
Tell people sleep, but like also like he's telling me a story and I'm listen.
It's great. I love it.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up about the bird god!
He's not a
He's
not
not
a bird
god
guy.
of birds. He's a god of the sky.
I didn't actually say it. It's just fun.
I'm just saying, it would be really funny if you were just like, shut up, and it's just like, ah.
I thought about it, but I'm a heavy sleeper.
What about you, Zerith? Is there anything you're up to?
Zerith went to bed.
Okay, all of you are sleeping now?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess other than
Yes,
Jiffles,
sir.
but
I think
I'm gonna
like after a
assume.
bit he'll pass out. Go to
Yeah,
bed.
that's what I was gonna assume. Okay. All of you fall asleep. Nothing eventful happens. Neat. Y'all wake up. Unless there's anything, feel free to pause if there's any, pause me if there's anything y'all want to do, but I'm just gonna, exposition some
Okay.
stuff of y'all wake up. Y'all meet back into the main room. Jinx will prepare you what little breakfast he's able to provide.
Hold on. Can I pause?
Okay.
Can I, instead of waking up like with everybody else, can I say I woke up like 2 hours earlier?
Sure.
How much money do I have?
Hey, back up the ceiling, pal. That's my gig.
Hold on. I know I gave someone money. Hold on. Let me. I think it was you. I just want to compare.
Because I want to know, like, compared to, like, because I'm a high overseer, so I want to know, like, how my coffer compares to him. Because, like,
Wait, to
He's
Jinx
put-
specifically?
yeah, because he's putting us up. I want to, like, at least buy breakfast for us.
Let's see. I'm just gonna put some money into your chart.
Were we back to full health after?
Yeah, y'all can all put your health back.
Yeah, that was
And spell slots and all that stuff. Y'all got a long rest.
hoorah.
There you go. There's some funds for you.
Okay. How much would it be to just go stock this man's pantry?
Like stock as in like stuffed full.
Yeah. Like, not like name brand shit, but like just enough to where like he's gonna be taken care of for at least the next week or so.
Oh, I mean that would. Are you paying in what? Silver, copper, gold?
How much would it be in gold?
Probably 15, 20.
Okay. So it's like what, 5 a.m.
Yeah, I'd probably say that.
I'm gonna come out to the kitchen. Is he by himself there, or is he asleep?
Oh, Jinx is kind of just you can see he was writing something on the kitchen table and he has just passed out on the table.
I'm gonna wake him up, but before I do, I'm gonna look at what he was writing. Like not like pick it up, just like glance at it as I walk over to him.
It appears to be a letter to a lover.
Okay, okay. Like just not like ooh, I want to read. Just like passing
Like-
curiosity. Like what
Like
is he doing?
how nasty are we getting?
Yeah,
No,
like
it's
is
it's
this
more
is
like
this
an
like
it's
is
more
this
like
an my this is an ode to thee, or are we getting nasty?
are we getting spicy up in here? No. It's more like an endearing letter of like, my love, I miss you a lot. I haven't seen you in many weeks now, sort of thing.
I'm going to you know what? I'm gonna go cuz I'm a nice guy. Cuz I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna go get the blanket I was using and drape it over him. And then just gonna go head out and just go buy a shit ton of groceries.
Okay.
So you said about 20?
Yep.
Alright, that puts me at like 280.
I'm
So
gonna-
like am I coming back like with literally bags all the way up my arms? Can I use find Steed to like summon Steed to get like a mule or something to help me carry everything?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm doing.
okay,
Jesus.
in the time he's doing this, I'm gonna have waken up like coming into the hallway. I'm gonna see like, oh, nice blanket. I'm gonna take it off him, and I'm gonna take it back into my. I'm gonna take it into my room and be like, I like this nice blanket.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my gosh.
This guy,
While they're
this guy
doing
is-
that, Hawkeye is outside kind of doing some like breathing exercises and like practicing punches and kicks on a
doing
tree.
his-
So
doing
he
his
took his
stretches,
cloak off and he's just kind of training a little bit.
Okay.
doing his CrossFit.
Before Jinx is awake, Jiffles breaks that cup and just keeps it all in his bag.
What the
Wait, did you say you broke the cup?
Yep, broke it, shattered it, and just stuffed it in my bag.
Did you
Big
break it on
deal.
purpose?
Uh huh.
Okay.
He wise or madman, we shall never know.
Okay, cool.
Everything's fine.
You now have some shattered glass in your.
What a chaotic party we are.
I'm gonna put that in your loot.
Yep.
Are you gonna
My
shoot
gosh.
shattered glass through the bagpipe holes?
I'm gonna look out the window to see Hawkeye doing it. I'm gonna yo yay. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna look out the window to see him. What were you doing? Like punching a tree or something?
Like practicing punches and kicks on a tree, yeah.
Hey, punching that tree.
I,
What's wrong with you?
Look, stop that.
I'm, I'm
Dude.
getting my workouts in.
Dude,
I'm practicing.
I go out. I go next to him. I'm like whispering, like, "You just escaped from somewhere. Do you think it's a good idea to start practicing your the punching on a tree?"
Yes, I have to be combat ready.
I just stare at
You
him.
okay?
Yeah.
I just stare at him with like this dumbfounded like look. I'm like, I blinked at him a few times. I'm like, I'm gonna join you then.
Okay.
All right. So how do you do this punching stuff?
Well, do you mind if I do a demonstration?
Nah, I
It's
know
what,
I know how to punch, you idiot. All right, let's just do this.
No, it's a special technique that I was trying to master back at the monastery before I
Alright.
left.
Yeah, sure. Tell me about your god
Yeah,
punches.
go ham, kid.
All right, so he's gonna put like his hand kind of perpendicular. So what I'm trying to do is the 1-inch punch.
Oh.
So he's gonna put like his hand against Sanzel's chest. So this might hurt a little bit.
I'm like, I'm gonna like, all right, yeah, sure, yeah, punch me with your phony baloney gun. I'm gonna imagine he's gonna punch me right then, like interrupting me.
And so just kind of do the 1-inch punch. What is that? Like a D4, I think.
Oh, well, actually, I'm not moving, so yeah, I guess you do hit me. Shit. That's gonna punch me.
Okay, so D4 this bitch. This might
Jiffles
hurt.
would like to be just watching the window.
Alright, this. Hey, Jiffles, you want to be. I imagine I'm gonna fall like a couple inches, like on my back. I'm gonna like. I take 4 damage, I guess.
I didn't mean to hit you that hard. That was
Oh,
an accident.
Yes, you did.
Oh, it shows that my training's working.
oh yeah, yeah, it's really, really, really freaking working.
You're a real natural.
I'm gonna slowly try to like get myself up. I'm gonna get like hug Jiffles to try and balance myself because like it
Jiffles
drove
is inside. Jiffles is just looking through the window.
I thought you were outside before your turn. Okay, I'm just gonna like hold on to this tree for dear life and just shimmy my way up, like trying to steady myself because like I'm pretty weak, guys. Pretty weak,
Ow.
man. I'm just like, ow. Oh.
Again, I apologize. I didn't mean to hit you that hard, but
I'm gonna hold up a finger, like, just don't. All right, my turn. All right, let me see if I can try that. So I go up to him. I'm like, all right, so you do this. I'm like, I hold out my left hand, doing like what he did, and then I just sucker punch him in the face.
okay.
What do I roll for that?
That'd be another D4, wouldn't it?
No,
Well,
for him it'd just be a it's his strength, like it's a strength check +1.
Ah.
Okay, so it's a 1.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so I do one damage to him. It's like I just straight clock him with a jab right on the chin.
I barely flinch. I'm just like,
And I hold my
Hey,
hand
that's
a little
pretty
bit
good.
I hold my hand a little bit like
Jinx is gonna come outside just in time to see that and be like, "What are you two doing?
oh, do you have a blanket I could use?
Get back inside!" People. Are
Yeah,
gonna,
that's what I was. Oh, you talk.
People are gonna be
Well,
out
I
and
was-
soon.
I was trying to get some training before, everyone was outside, so I was trying to teach him how to throw a punch, and I think he did more damage to himself than I did.
It's a horrible teacher.
Lesson 1. Just don't immediately aim for the face. The way you punch, that was not good. I'll teach you.
Oh. I look towards my knife. I'm like, not this early.
Oh no!
And I go back inside, and I'm just like, I go in the room and just shut the door. I'm like, ow.
Jinx.
Is it? Oh no! Go on.
Jinx will just look at you, Hawkeye, and say, "If you're going to be outside punching trees, at least do it in the back."
I
You did it
will
right
remember
in
that
front
for
of the
next
house.
time.
There's no need to worry the neighbors. Not all of us are so keen on the murder of crows.
Right. Right.
Passing by neighbor. You're part of the murder of crow.
He's like, no.
I burst out of the door. Hey, are we going to this murder of crows thing or what?
No!
Through the window,
hate
I'm just like,
it. Jiffles pops out. I'm their mascot. Ah, it's great.
Murder of
Thanks, I
crows
hate
were
it.
more like the
He's just like,
gaggle of geese. Haha, yes, we're talking about bird groups.
Oh my gosh! You know what you just did? You just gave me the temptation to name each of the little drug rings in each district different groups of birds.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The murder of crows, the gaggle of geese, a flock of sparrows. Oh, it's great.
Wait, a flock of seagulls?
Ah!
Oh, I want to die.
I
I
love
already
it.
took
Okay,
4 points of
anyway,
damage.
my point is do y'all have anything else you want to do before he takes you where he wants to take you?
I
Man,
mean,
we
Zerith hasn't
grind this
gotten back
story to
yet.
the halt whenever me and Dylan just let loose. I'm sorry, guys.
What
I think
So like is this the point where everybody sees Zerith walking up with a spiritual fucking moose, like with bags of groceries hanging from his antlers?
Sure.
I'm
Alright.
gonna look out. And another thing, and I'm gonna look at the moose. And I'm just gonna like, never mind.
Tim, your
Yeah.
saber-toothed moose lion?
Oh,
Saber-tooth moose lion.
oh my
What?
god, I get it. Yes.
You do get it! I'm proud of
Yes.
you. I'm sad.
What is that from? Is that
It's from
Avatar?
Yes.
Avatar.
Remember Sokka?
He got stuck in the crack, and then the little saber-toothed moose
Yeah!
was like trying to eat his hair,
The little baby one, yes.
and then the mama
Saber-toothed
got
moose lion.
pissed, and then Aang was like, "Earthbending dick."
That is exactly what you bring up, because remember, I'm making
There-
all the creatures weird-ass creatures.
Boy. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, no, I come up with my saber-tooth moose lion, and I'm just like, "Hey guys, I got breakfast." Who ordered the party platter?
It's like, I'm like, are we eating the moose lion?
Moose lion.
I look.
Isn't that what it is?
I look at it and I look how it's literally made of like raw ether that's just seeping off of it, and I look back to you and I go, "I mean, you're more than welcome to try."
I'm just gonna look at Jiffles. I'm like, is this your thing?
I'm going to help with groceries.
I'm gonna slink back into the room I was in.
I'm gonna look over to Jinx and say, "At least I'm not walking around with a giant moose."
Jinx is... It's a 50-50 on his face right now. It keeps switching from being like, oh my gosh, that's so much food, to being like, oh fuck, who saw you? Sorry to look. It's just like,
lion.
giant moose, overseer that has no reason to be in the slums, giant moose, but food though. Yeah.
I'm gonna come up
Random
to
guy.
him and like, I'm just gonna say that I don't have any of I don't have my mask on, and so like you might be like people might be able to recognize me, but like I don't immediately scream overseer.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hand him one of the bags, and I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, "Oh, by the way, they didn't have rice, so here's a little bit of change just in case if you want to go back and get some later." And I'm gonna hand him like 10 gold pieces. And then like as I walk away, I'm gonna say, "Thanks for the help, by the way."
Just speechless. Like he'll just look at you and just silence. But the thanks is in his eyes. It's great.
It's a good time.
I have no idea how much rice costs. Oh my gosh.
It costs $3.50.
So I'm going to make some rather tasty omelets with a bit of a bioluminescent sauce. They're gonna be really nice.
Okay.
Seeing Zerith and give the guy money, Jiffles walks over and just gives him 2 more silver coins. It's like, for the cup.
Oh no! His look of thanks will just go to one of like, what?
Thanks to confusion.
I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna hand him the 2 coins I stole last night. I'm gonna be like, keep the change, buddy.
Just utter confusion of like, he has no idea what's going on right now. He's so confused.
Who are these people?
Like,
Keep it safe, pal.
It's one of those like, I saved them for a reason. I saved them for a reason. I saved them for a reason.
Hawkeye's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and just say, "I don't have any money to give you, but I'm giving you a blessing of Rudos and Uro." Let me say that right? Uro, God of Light,
Yeah,
Goddess of Light.
Thanks, that's useful.
you're good. You're good. Yeah, you said it right.
Okay.
He'll say, thank you. Anyway,
Kind of
friend.
like, oh, here's gold, gold,
Showering this guy in money.
gold, gold. I'm thoughts
A
and
little
prayers, my
cheaper. I just
guy.
give him
Yes.
2 silver. Like, yeah. Let's go.
I gave him silver too, but like, cost me nothing in the long run.
So the omelets are made, the omelets are had, and he'll give you many thanks, Zerith. Thank you.
Woo.
And
Of course, no problem.
it is about time for us to head out to where we need to go. I believe I have enough cloaks for all of you to be able to pass unnoticed. The 3 of you, and he'll motion to, the ones of you who are native to down here. The 3 of you shouldn't have an issue walking around in the clothes that you're wearing, but you two, motioning to, the 2 surface dwellers, you'll need something else. And he'll hold out 2 cloaks with bioluminescent threading. These will help you stand out but blend in at the same time.
Ooh, new threads.
Just gonna put this over my other cloak that I was wearing. Actually, no, I'll take
Cover
off
the
the
wings.
sun cloak and just kind of stow that away. Put on the new coat. Like, oh, this one doesn't have the travel stench. I like it.
Oh yes, vacation musk.
Mm.
It smells like new car.
What's a car?
What?
Never mind. 4-4.
And he'll say, is everyone ready?
Yes.
As
I
will
believe
everyone.
so.
Very well.
Let's
And
go.
he will lead you. I'm just gonna move all of us on the map to where I need y'all, so that way we don't have to keep moving.
One at a time.
So we are moving here.
Ooh.
Except for I'm gonna move y'all a little bit further because I want all of us outside of the building.
Oh, I'm not in the water anymore.
There we go. So this is one of the crow's base.
It's one of the crows. What?
Bases.
Oh, okay. Are we in the chapel or are we in the crow's?
Crow's
Oh,
base.
Crow's base, yeah.
okay, fucking forehead. Alright. Zerith is immediately gonna say, "Wow, this is a nice crow's base."
So we're at the crow's base. Oh, this is a pretty nice crow's base. Are we in this chapel?
I feel like we're all just fucking Kronk.
Hey, clear.
Crow's base.
I'm a cleric.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Hold on to the door, and let's go inside. Do y'all?
After me.
He'll enter first. Do the rest of y'all follow?
We
Yeah.
follow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have to move your characters because I'm about to move someone on the map, so you're good. But I'm
Get up.
God damn it.
gonna be a little rebel. But nah. So y'all are good. So y'all enter and you hear a commotion from one of the back rooms, and you see people just littering the room, kind of just standing around, chit-chatting with each other. They all look up when you come in, but none of them say anything. There's just their chit-chat stops and they just stare at you. But you hear one voice continue over the others from the back room, and it's just yelling of, "What do you mean that Shrine and Bethel are both lit red? They can't be lit red. Red means they haven't been red for years. It has to be a fluke." And
Oh.
huh?
Would I know what it means if a shrine is red?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that there's a critical threat going on in the districts.
Oh, visible sweat. Please go on. I'm sorry.
And out of the door follow 2 people come out of this back room. One of them, Zerith, you would recognize, as Ula,
Oh, great.
and the other one you wouldn't recognize, but it is a male drow.
Okay.
You and her make eye contact. I have assumed that you and her have actually like physically crossed paths before.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me find a good like reaction. Okay, yeah, perfect. Here it is. That's my face.
Of like, oh, it's you.
The finger and everything. Hold on, let me just copy this image so everybody can see the beauty that is Zerith and Daorin right now.
Uh,
What kind of look does she give me when
She gives you that like, oh shit.
we both share the same?
Yes.
and I strode in. I'm like, it feels good to be back with friendly faces.
It's just her just she'll just look at you and just be like, who the fuck are you? Sort of look on her face of just like there is an overseer in my face. What the fuck? And that's what we're
Don't
gonna end the
worry.
session for tonight.
I was gonna say, who the fuck are you? And then
Who
you're
the
gonna say,
fuck
I
are
asked you first. I asked you second.
Who you is?
That little
Who
Uzi Vert
you
song.
be?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? I asked you first. I asked you second.
I can't believe I got to pull out my little scorpion dude. It was actually